What you have to say is important and someone needs to hear it. So what's up, everyone? My name is Dan, and this is officially the first video that I've uploaded on this channel in about 5 years. Now, I've titled this How YouTube Changed My Life. And at the moment, this particular channel has 392 subscribers. I have honestly had this on my to-do list for about 4 to 6 weeks. And like most people who even create content, or a lot of people who are starting to create content, you put a lot of thought, you put a lot of effort in planning and writing everything down. And the hardest thing to do is push record. You feel like what you've prepared is probably not good enough, all that type of stuff. So I honestly don't have too much prepared for this video. I had that opening quote, I've got the title, and I'm just going to riff it. I'm going to spit it off the top. Now, on this channel, 392 subscribers currently, 35 videos that I've uploaded, but it has been 5 years since I last uploaded to this channel. So you're probably thinking, how has this changed your life? How has YouTube changed your life if you haven't uploaded in 5 years? Well, I haven't uploaded to this particular channel in 5 years, but I have created another channel. And I've recently found some success, which kind of led me to want to create this video. So I wanted to put this out there for anybody who's starting their journey, anybody that follows my other page and wants to get to know me when we're about my life and the things that I do and my thought process. This is really for you. So I'm probably not even going to edit this video. I'm going to keep this as raw as. Actually, I'm going to put some lights in the background. Why not? A little bit of lights in the background, but outside of that, I'm going to keep this as authentic as possible. So a little bit about this channel. I originally started it about 6 years ago, and it was very specific to the fashion niche, which I was completely into at the time. And at the time, I had no responsibilities, no mortgages. I was getting paid quite well, and I had a lot of spare money to spend on clothes. So fashion was a passion of mine. Still kind of is. I just can't afford that anymore. And I thought I'd create content to share my passion, to give some tips and tricks. And I did get, probably didn't get a lot of views and subscribers that I was hoping and dreaming for, despite the amount of effort I put into it. Although it did give me quite a range of benefits. One, I got to work on editing skills, which I had zero experience in. It gave me self-confidence to speak in front of a camera, public speaking, and I became an authority figure for the people who watch my videos. A lot of overwhelmingly positive feedback around the videos being excellent and all that type of stuff. So, it did fill my cup up, but at the end of the day, I ultimately stopped that channel. The financial part of the thing, having to spend money on clothes every week, that was more of an excuse. It wasn't the real reason. The real reason is that I gave up. I got discouraged. It wasn't growing. I was putting in a lot of effort, and I felt like it was going nowhere. But looking back on those videos, I wasn't being my authentic self. I was putting on this persona where I had to be enthusiastic and energetic and yada, yada, yada. And I was trying to mimic some of the guys who were big in that space. So that was one thing I learned upon reflection, now that I've stopped putting these types of videos up. But more recently, when I say recently, it's been a couple of years now, I did actually start a different type of YouTube channel. Now, that YouTube channel is based on a different set of passions that I have. I'm passionate about sports, analytics, betting, and I ultimately created a channel that previews sports bets to give people information that they need to be better sports bettors. And that channel found some success. And on that particular channel, 394 videos have been made in probably the last 2 years. So it's been an absolute grind. It got to the point where I got monetized, but that took a year and a half. But the monetization part of it all really happened in a 2-month span. It was December 2023, so about 6 months ago. I told myself I'm going to challenge myself and upload a video every single day, because when I had done that in the past, I did see some growth, but that was exhausting as hell. But I thought, this is going to be my last rodeo, my last chance. And if I don't see the growth that I want to see, I was probably going to give up creating YouTube and content forever and chase a different type of side hustle. And, I found amazing success doing that every single day. And it's, into the end of May now. So I've actually created a video almost every single day for 6 months. And during that 6 month span, I went from about 800 subscribers up to almost 8,000. I've gotten monetized, I've gotten affiliate deals, I've gotten all these different things. And then that's where the life changing part has happened. Now, I'm not making money that's going to break the bank, and it doesn't mean I can leave my job because of it, but it's really just opened up my eyes to what the opportunities are out there. So, how YouTube has changed my life is it's given me another option, another way to get some cash. But it's been a real creative outlet. So my confidence in speaking, as I try to get better and creating videos, I absorb a lot more content on preparing, planning. Funny I say that because I didn't prepare and plan this video very well. But script writing, editing, from sound to video to effects, transitions, filters, all those different types of things. I've really gotten better at a lot of those things. But I think a pretty big thing that YouTube has done for me is it's created a different type of network. I now network a lot of different YouTube creators, content creators. We do live streams together. We brainstorm, we bounce. So that aspect was something I didn't anticipate. And it's probably the best part, meeting new people through content. Even the people who engage with my content when I do live streams, I get to talk to them a lot more. That part has honestly been amazing. But for those of you who, I guess, are considering starting, like, the hardest part is pushing record. And, there's a lot of tips and videos out there that are about creating content. It's just push record and see how you go. Like this particular video, I thought about the title, the opening quote, and then everything else I kind of froze. I put together some notes and then I delete them, more notes, then I delete them. And today, for some reason, well, I do have a bit more time, but I've just mustered up the courage. Let's just push record. Let's just get the content out, because if 20 people watch this and 2 people find it valuable, then it's done something, right? It's provided value out in the world. And the more videos you do, the easier it gets. So for anybody who's thinking about starting YouTube, I encourage you to try it. I guess one other thing that I do think about is I've been following Ali Abdaal for quite some time, and I've been reading a lot of books that he suggests, which are great. And in a lot of those books, I've really changed my mindset towards where I want my life to be. And I think a real quote that's standing out to me right now, it's thinking about the last 6 months. And if you think about how your life has been over the last 6 months, is that how you want the rest of your life to be? Because once you reach a certain age, you kind of get stuck in this rat race of doing the same thing, getting your paycheck, doing yada, yada, yada. And over the last 6 to 12 months, it hasn't been terrible. Don't get me wrong. My YouTube channel blew up. But is that how I want the rest of my life to be? And it's not. I want more experiences, challenges, growth. And, I've come to the decision in my mind, long term, the goal is to eventually find a way to create content full time, which is crazy. I've had the courage to say that to people that know me. Whereas in the past, it was something I'd think and dream about. I'd never vocalize it. So I say it to the people around me. I'm saying it on this video. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that's ultimately what I want to happen. And this video that I'm recording right now is a stepping stone to that. It's taken me 6 weeks to push record and say some of these words. So I'm pretty pleased with how that's come across. I've manned up. I think the next part is, can I edit this and not even edit it. Can I extract this and upload it? Will I have the courage to do so? Or do I run the risk of being mocked? Will people hate the video? Is no one going to click on it? Right? Are some people that I know going to see this and judge me for it? A couple of self-doubts that run through my mind, but I think ultimately you have to put that aside and just put it out there, right? You'd be surprised when you're being authentic how well people can interact and relate with your content. So I feel pretty courageous right now. So hopefully in the next hour I can wrap this up and post it up there. And look, if it doesn't get posted, none of you guys are going to hear this, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to put it out there. If I also think about what are the lessons that I've learned is not to put pressure on yourself. Obviously, the more consistent you are with posting and creating videos, I think you could say the algorithm, but one thing I've learned and a lot of people talk about is replace the word algorithm with audience, and that changes your mindset around things because you're creating content to appeal to a certain audience. Don't worry about the algorithm, but if you do post on a more consistent basis, your audience is more likely to respond and relate to your content. So, but the big thing is not to overcommit. I tried to make 2 to 3 videos per week once upon a time. And then once I couldn't commit to that, I felt like I fell out of the algorithm and I had to start again. And then when I finally posted, it did feel that way because my videos didn't get traction, less views. And I felt like a lot of the work that I'd done had gone to waste. But I was really putting a lot of pressure on myself to deliver on something I couldn't deliver on. So why not start with one a week, right? So don't put so much pressure on yourself. You're most likely doing this as a hobby. The other thing that I've learned is to really just share what you're passionate about. You don't have to be an expert to create content because if you're passionate about something, chances are you're probably sitting in the top 20% of the world who know about whatever that topic is. And a lot of the people who are going to be watching your videos are probably passionate about the same thing. They might relate to your views, your insights, your content, your education, whatever it is. People are going to relate to you. And that quote that I opened the video up with, what you have to say is important and someone needs to hear it, honestly rings true. And you probably consume content and hopefully you're listening and watching this video and you're thinking, man, that makes so much sense. He's speaking straight to my heart. And it's the honest truth. What you have to say is important and someone needs to hear it, right? People are going to relate to the things that you say most of the time. Like I say some crazy things on my video and I question whether some people can relate to that. And they probably don't, but they do find it funny. So they keep watching, right? So be authentic, be yourself, find something that you're passionate about and just create videos. Over time, you are naturally going to adjust. You're going to test different types of videos. You're going to see what engages with the people that watch your videos, and then you can do more of those types of videos. You're going to test and fail. And when I say fail, you're going to learn. You have to try new things. Even like what I'm doing with this type of video. This is probably the most authentic I have been on camera because I'm not talking about sports. I'm not talking about players, and I'm not directing the attention elsewhere. I'm really talking about me, where my thought process is. It's very authentic, and I do hope that it relates well. And if it's something that people don't relate to, then I don't lose a thing, right? You take a shot, and if you fall short, you adjust. And I hope this is the first of many videos like this where I just go out there and talk. Ultimately, if I think about, what do I want to do with this channel? There's got a little bit of subscribers in there. It's got some YouTube videos I've made 5 to 6 years ago. And I think it's a great place to just document the content that I've made and something I can look back on and just appreciate the journey that I've been on. But I think the pivot now for this particular channel is a place where I want to say diary entries, but I want to document the progress, my growth, my thoughts, my fears, my ideas, what I've tried. And in that, there are going to be lessons upon lessons for anybody who is looking to start their own YouTube journey, content creating, whatever it is. It's going to be a lot of stuff around self-development, the books that I read, the key learnings, the insights, how the YouTube channel's going, what I'm testing, whether I'm making money from it. So it's really going to be about my own personal development, which I do hope a lot of others who are watching this can relate to. But that's going to be the ultimate goal for this channel. So if you haven't already, subscribe. My ultimate goal for this is not to monetize it and all that type of stuff. It really is document my thoughts, get it all out there, face a couple of fears, man up, just get the content out, improve these types of videos over time, and then just see what happens. I do have my other channel, which is pretty streamlined. I know what I'm doing on that. But for this particular one, it's open to be artistic, to test some things. It's going to be wacky and wild, but I do have a somewhat decent idea of where I want to take it, but let's see. A lot of it is going to be about my growth. There's going to be a lot of vulnerability, a lot of lessons, and hopefully that you guys can join me and learn along the way and even supporting that journey. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. I will read every single one. I'll respond to you. If you've done what I'm trying to do, I'd love to hear insights. If you're thinking about creating content and haven't been able to pull the trigger, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The more comments you put in there, the more ideas I could possibly come up with. I can create videos specifically based around comments that are given, right? Because, yeah, I think I've learned a lot in the last 6 years creating content. Although I'm not massive, I'm not the best at this, nothing like that. But I think a lot of things that hold people back from creating content are the most simple things, and someone might just need to spell it out to you. And, would love to be there to support and help somebody if they're going through those types of struggles, because I've been there. Like I said, I've been creating content on my other channel every single day for 6 consecutive months with subscribers growing like crazy. So almost 7,000 subscribers in 6 months on that channel. I've got no fears. I've got a system. I've got a fan base. I've got all of those things. But for some reason, when it came to creating this video, how YouTube changed my life, I've been sitting on it for 6 weeks. I open up the document, I write a few notes, I delete a few more, I overthink it. Then ultimately, I look at the clock and I'm like, it's a little bit too late. I'll work on it tomorrow. So 6 weeks later, I finally thought, I'm just going to push record and get this thing out there. But I know that this is going for quite a long time, and look, I'd be surprised if anybody's made it this far. But if you have made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I thank you. I assume you're relating to some of the things that I'm saying. And if you have, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. I would honestly love to hear it. But like I said, this channel, it's going to be about documenting my journey, my self-development, some stuff around education, books that I read. If I create an online course, that's one thing that I'm thinking about. Any other tips along the way, I'll be looking to put a video out there on this channel at least once a week. I might over deliver and do 5, right? It really just depends where I'm at. But yeah, if you are interested to see where this journey takes me and whether I can create content full time at some point in the future, I encourage you guys to subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. But I do appreciate you for checking in. Thanks for clicking on it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.